What if I told you that everything you need to succeed is already within you? You have the power to control your life, but the question is, are you focused on the right things? In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get lost in distractions, comparing ourselves to others and chasing after things that don't align with our true purpose. We live in a society that constantly pulls us in different directions, making it harder to stay grounded and focused. But what if the real secret to success wasn't in doing more, but in focusing on yourself? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us that real power comes from within. It's not about controlling external events, but mastering how we respond to them. Today, we'll explore how Stoic principles can help you silence the noise and channel your energy into becoming the best version of yourself. It's time to focus on you, because when you do, everything else falls into place. 1. Focus on yourself. The key to unshakable success. In a world full of distractions, focusing on yourself might sound like an act of rebellion. Everywhere you look, there's a new trend, a new opinion, a new standard to meet. People are constantly posting their achievements, comparing lifestyles, and selling the idea that this is the way to happiness, success, and fulfillment. But here's the hard truth. The more we look outside, the further we drift from the very source of our power. Why is it so hard to focus on ourselves? We've been conditioned to look outward for validation. The likes, the comments, the applause. It feels good at the moment, doesn't it? But if we continue chasing external recognition, we're giving away our power. We become puppets of other people's expectations, following trends that aren't even ours to begin with. It's a never-ending cycle, and the more we chase, the more we lose sight of our own desires, our own needs. We forget who we really are. Stoicism teaches us a different way. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, knew that the only way to achieve true peace and success was to turn inward. They didn't chase fame or wealth. They didn't care about the opinions of others. They focused on what they could control: their thoughts, their actions, and their responses to the world around them. The core idea here is simple but profound. You are the only thing you can truly control. When we look inward, we see that everything we need is already within us. We don't need the approval of others to be worthy. We don't need to compare our lives to others. We simply need to align with our own values and take actions that reflect our true self. When you focus on your own growth, the external world becomes irrelevant because you've already started the process of becoming the person you were meant to be. Here's how you can start today. Take a moment to pause. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your values? What do you want to achieve? Not for anyone else, but for you. The first step to focusing on yourself is simply to stop looking for validation outside. Trust that the path to fulfillment is already within you, waiting for you to walk it. It's time to reset. Each day is a new opportunity to make decisions based on what's best for you, not on what others expect or want. When you start to focus on yourself, you begin to understand that your power isn't in your ability to please others. It's in your ability to make decisions based on your own standards. And that's where the magic happens. This isn't selfishness, it's self-respect. It's about reclaiming your energy and your time. It's about choosing to invest in what will truly serve your growth and success. When you begin to live for yourself, everything changes. You stop being a prisoner to the opinions and judgments of others. You stop chasing fleeting moments of satisfaction, and instead, you focus on what will give you lasting fulfillment, your own growth. In the words of Epictetus, no man is free who is not master of himself. When you focus on yourself, you become the master of your own life. You don't let external circumstances dictate your peace or your progress. You decide what's important and act accordingly. This kind of focus takes discipline. It takes time. but the rewards are worth it. By aligning your daily actions with your values and staying true to your path, you'll find that success comes naturally, not because you chased it, but because you created the conditions within yourself to attract it. As you go through your day, ask yourself this: am I acting for the approval of others, or am I acting for myself? Let that question guide you and watch how it transforms the way you approach every challenge, every decision, and every opportunity. Today, choose to focus on yourself. It's the most powerful decision you'll ever make. 2. Patience and perseverance. The key to unshakable success. In a world that demands instant gratification, patience has become a rare virtue. We want results now. Whether it's the latest promotion, a bigger paycheck, or the perfect body, we've been taught that success should come quickly. Social media feeds us an endless stream of people who seem to have it all, and it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that if we don't get there fast, we're falling behind. But what if I told you that real success isn't about racing to the finish line? It's about learning to endure, to stay focused, and to trust the process. The Stoic approach to success is rooted in patience. The Stoics didn't rush toward external achievements or worry about reaching the top as quickly as possible. Instead, they understood that life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. They focused on the daily discipline of doing what needed to be done, regardless of how long it took. They understood that true growth comes from steady effort over time, not from bursts of energy or quick fixes. One of the greatest lessons from Stoic philosophy is that patience is power. It's easy to be swept away by the tides of impatience and urgency. We want things to happen on our terms, but Stoicism teaches us to embrace the idea that success is a process, not an event. And within that process lies the true power to shape our destiny. Think about your life right now. Are you rushing? Are you constantly trying to get ahead, wishing for things to move faster? The pressure to succeed quickly can be overwhelming, but if we listen to the wisdom of the Stoics, we'll realize that the true measure of success is not in how quickly we reach the finish line, but in how we handle the journey itself. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the struggles and obstacles you face are not setbacks. They are opportunities for growth. Each challenge, each setback, each moment of hardship is part of the process. It's through patience and perseverance that you cultivate the mental strength to push forward, even when the road ahead seems long or difficult. Patience is not passive. It is a powerful choice. When you choose patience, you are choosing to trust the process. You're acknowledging that growth takes time and that progress is built on small, consistent actions rather than dramatic leaps. Patience gives you the clarity to see that setbacks are temporary and they don't define your journey. It's the quiet strength that allows you to continue when the world around you is moving fast and chaotic. Imagine the way a river carves its path through rock, slowly, steadily, persistently. The water doesn't rush to create its path. It simply keeps moving, keeps flowing, until it shapes the landscape around it. This is the power of patience. It's the ability to trust that the path will unfold in time, even if you can't see the end result right now. Perseverance is the true test of strength. Anyone can start something new with enthusiasm, but true strength lies in the ability to keep going when the excitement fades. It's easy to be motivated at the beginning, but to stay the course, even when the journey gets hard, requires a deep inner resolve. The Stoics knew this. They understood that true success comes from consistent effort, not from the pursuit of a goal for the sake of the goal itself. When you persevere, you cultivate resilience, and resilience is what allows you to weather the storms that come your way. It's what allows you to keep your head up when things don't go as planned, to keep moving forward even when you're met with resistance. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in our ability to endure, to stay grounded, and to keep pushing forward, no matter the obstacles in our path. So, how can you practice patience and perseverance today? Start by setting realistic expectations. Understand that success isn't an overnight achievement, but the result of consistent, thoughtful effort. Break down your goals into manageable steps and focus on taking one step at a time. Don't rush the process. Trust it. When you feel the urge to give up or rush ahead, remind yourself that the Stoic path isn't about immediate results. It's about the daily commitment to becoming better, stronger, and more resilient. Success isn't about how fast you get there. It's about staying the course, embracing the challenges, and trusting that with patience, you will arrive exactly where you need to be. Remember this mantra: progress, not perfection, one step at a time. With patience and perseverance, you will not only reach your goals, but become unshakable in the process. Keep moving forward even if the pace is slow. Every step counts. 3. Accepting failure as a stepping stone to success. Failure. It's a word that many of us try to avoid, a reality we fear, and yet it's one of the most powerful teachers we can ever have. We've been conditioned to see failure as something to be ashamed of, something that should be hidden away. But what if I told you that failure is not the end? It's the beginning. What if I told you that failure is not something that breaks you, but something that builds you? The Stoics understood something crucial about failure that we often forget. They didn't run from failure. They didn't let it define them. Instead, they embraced it as part of the journey. They saw failure as a necessary step toward wisdom, growth, and inner strength. Failure is not an obstacle. It's an opportunity. In fact, Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This quote holds an incredible truth. The challenges and setbacks you face, including your failures, are not meant to stop you. They are meant to propel you forward. They force you to adapt, to learn, to rise stronger. Failure, when seen through the lens of Stoicism, becomes the fuel that powers your journey. The problem is that we often fear failure so much that we refuse to take risks. We play it safe. We settled. We avoid trying new things because the thought of failing makes us uncomfortable. But this avoidance of failure often leads to a life of mediocrity, a life of what-ifs. We hide behind our comfort zones, too afraid to step out and challenge ourselves. And in doing so, we miss out on the opportunities for growth that failure brings. The Stoics weren't afraid to fail because they knew that failure wasn't a reflection of their worth. It was just feedback. It was an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. In fact, many of the most successful people in history didn't rise to greatness without experiencing significant failure. What set them apart was their ability to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep improving. Think about the times you failed in your own life. Maybe you tried something new and it didn't work out. Maybe you set a big goal and fell short. It's easy to get discouraged in those moments, to feel like you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. But here's the truth. Every successful person has failed. The key is not in avoiding failure, it's in how you respond to it. So, how can you use failure to your advantage? First, shift your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a defeat, see it as a lesson. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow stronger? When you look at failure as an opportunity to improve, it loses its power to hold you back. Next, don't let failure keep you down for long. The Stoics taught that our thoughts and perceptions are what determine our reality. If you dwell on failure, it can become a weight that drags you down. But if you choose to move forward with resilience and determination, failure becomes just another part of the process. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. Finally, embrace the Stoic practice of reflection. When you experience failure, take time to reflect on it. What went wrong? What can you do differently next time? How can this experience help you become better? The more you reflect and learn from your failures, the more equipped you will be to handle future challenges with grace and strength. Failure is not the enemy. It's the path to becoming who you are meant to be. It's through our failures that we discover what we are truly capable of. So the next time you fail, don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it propel you toward your next victory. Because in the end, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about overcoming it, learning from it, and continuing on your path with unwavering determination. 4. Focus on what you can control. Let go of the rest. In our fast-paced, constantly changing world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We live in a time where everything seems urgent. Deadlines, expectations, people's opinions, and future uncertainties. We try to control everything around us, but the reality is that there's only so much we can truly influence. And when we attempt to control the uncontrollable, we end up drained and frustrated. What if the key to inner peace lies in accepting that we don't have control over everything? And that's perfectly okay. The Stoics understood this very well. They realized that the only thing we have absolute control over is our own thoughts, actions, and responses. Epictetus, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, taught that we should focus only on what is within our control and accept what is not. He famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This simple yet profound idea is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, understanding the difference between what we can control and what we cannot, and freeing ourselves from the burden of trying to change what is beyond our reach. Imagine for a moment the last time you felt stressed or anxious. What was the source of that feeling? Was it something you could control, or was it something outside your influence? Like the behavior of others, an unexpected event, or something out of your hands. In these moments, we often waste our energy and time trying to influence something that cannot be controlled, which only leads to greater frustration and emotional turmoil. The Stoic path is about choosing where to place your energy. By focusing only on what is within our control, our thoughts, decisions, and reactions, we regain our power. We stop trying to change the world around us and instead shift our focus inward. For example, you may not be able to control how someone treats you, but you can control how you respond to them. You can choose not to react with anger or frustration. You can choose to remain calm, patient, and centered in the face of adversity. This doesn't mean you suppress your emotions, but it means you learn to respond from a place of inner strength and wisdom, rather than letting the circumstances dictate your mood. Think about this. What part of your life are you currently stressing over? Is it your job, a relationship, the state of the world? If it's something beyond your control, ask yourself, what can I control here? You can control your actions, your mindset, and your responses, but you cannot control the actions of others, the future, or the outcomes of everything around you. When you accept this, you free yourself from the constant cycle of worry and frustration. The key is to stop chasing what you cannot control and instead focus on what you can control. For example, if you feel overwhelmed by the opinions of others, instead of trying to change how they think or act, focus on how you perceive their words and how you choose to respond. Control your own mind and let the rest go. Here's a practical exercise you can try. Next time you find yourself feeling stressed or anxious, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, then let it go. Refocus your attention on what you can control, the actions you can take, the decisions you can make, and the attitude you can maintain. This simple practice is a powerful tool to regain your inner peace and clarity. The more you practice focusing on what you can control, the more resilient and empowered you'll become. You'll stop wasting energy on things that are outside your reach, and instead, you'll build a life centered on purpose and peace. As the Stoics believed, true strength comes from mastering your own mind and actions. When you do this, everything else starts to fall into place. Life becomes less about managing chaos and more about responding with calm and confidence. Remember this mantra: focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. By doing so, you'll experience a profound shift, one where your inner peace is no longer dependent on external circumstances, but on your ability to stay true to yourself and what you can control. 5. Living with Stoic purpose and mental resilience. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We get caught up in the noise, the rush, and the expectations placed on us by society, friends, and even ourselves. But deep down, we know that real fulfillment comes not from external validation, but from living with purpose. Stoicism teaches us that true success and inner peace come from aligning our actions with our deepest values and maintaining mental resilience, no matter the challenges we face. The Stoic philosophy is not just about enduring hardship, it's about thriving in it. In a world that's constantly changing, the Stoics understood that we can't control everything around us, but we can always control how we react. This idea is fundamental to Stoic purpose and mental resilience. It's not the external world that defines us, but how we choose to engage with it. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote perfectly captures the essence of living with Stoic purpose. Our mindset shapes our reality. How we respond to adversity is where our true strength lies. Mental resilience is the ability to stay grounded and calm even in the face of difficulty. It's not about avoiding struggle or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about embracing the challenge, understanding that discomfort is a natural part of life, and choosing to face it with a calm and rational mind. The Stoics believed that every challenge, every hardship, was an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more virtuous. Think about a time when you faced something difficult, perhaps a personal loss, a setback in your career, or a relationship that ended. It's easy to feel overwhelmed in those moments, to let the emotions take over. But the Stoic practice invites us to pause, breathe, and take control of our response. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting our emotions dictate our actions, we can choose to respond with clarity, patience, and purpose. Living with Stoic purpose is about aligning your daily actions with your core values. It's easy to get distracted by the noise around us, the expectations, the pressures, the distractions that demand our attention. But living with purpose means cutting through all of that and focusing on what really matters to you. It's about deciding what kind of person you want to be and living in a way that reflects that. Are you living for external validation, or are you living for your own integrity? Stoicism challenges us to ask this question every day and to act accordingly. One of the greatest challenges we face in life is balancing our desires with the demands of the world around us. Stoicism teaches us that we should pursue virtue over pleasure, character over reputation, and wisdom over wealth. This doesn't mean rejecting the good things in life. It means choosing what is truly fulfilling over what is fleeting. It's a practice of self-discipline, of learning to align our actions with our values, even when it's difficult. Mental resilience isn't something that happens overnight. It's built every day. It's the small, consistent actions that strengthen our minds and hearts. The Stoics practiced resilience through daily reflection, journaling, and mindfulness. They asked themselves every day, "What could I have done better? How can I grow from today's challenges?" This practice helps us develop a mindset of continuous growth, no matter the external circumstances. So, how can you begin living with Stoic purpose and resilience today? Start by reflecting on your core values. What truly matters to you? Once you know what those values are, start making decisions that align with them, even when it's difficult. When faced with challenges, pause and ask yourself how you can respond with resilience, dignity, and wisdom. Remember, you're in control of how you respond to life's challenges. Mental resilience comes from within. It's about choosing to face the world with calm, purpose, and a strong sense of integrity. Stoicism teaches us that we can't always control the world, but we can always control how we navigate it. And in doing so, we become unshakable. Let this mantra guide you. I choose to face life with purpose, resilience, and unwavering calm. When you live with this mindset, you'll find that the obstacles you face are no longer roadblocks. They are opportunities for you to grow stronger and wiser. And in that process, you'll find a peace and power that no external circumstance can shake. As we've explored today, the Stoic path isn't about avoiding life's challenges or seeking quick fixes. It's about developing the strength to face adversity with patience, purpose, and resilience. By focusing on what you can control, embracing failure as a stepping stone, and living with clear intention, you unlock the power to shape your life and your destiny. Stoicism teaches us that true peace and success come not from external validation, but from mastering our own minds and actions. Now, it's time to put these lessons into practice. Start by reflecting on your values and aligning your daily actions with them. Choose patience over impatience, resilience over defeat, and purpose over fleeting pleasures. Remember, the path to unshakable strength is built one day at a time. Thank you for joining me in this journey today. I hope you feel inspired to take the first step toward becoming the best version of yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know which Stoic principle resonated with you the most. Keep practicing, and remember, you have the power to control your mind, and with that, you can conquer anything. See you in the next video.